I just want clarification.
Well, the credit union, the SEIU video, you can check that one out. The interesting part about that...
That's on hiphoprepublican.tv?
That's on the .tv one. The interesting part I find on that video is that you see a young man that basically was attacked on the street. He was attacked on the street, and you need to see that. You see, there's a lot of tension, physically, emotional, and spiritual. Wants, needs, and desire. The Republican Party wants to grow, and we are growing. And we need to be more proactive. We need to have a plan of action. The Tea Party people have a plan of action, so therefore it's in the forefront. Unfortunately, what the media has continued to do is trying to divide us. We as Republicans do not need to be divisive. We need to be on point, on target, and support our local candidates and give money. Go online and find those candidates and support and give them money.
You know something? I just want to let you know, the former LAPD chief Daryl Gates died today.
Oh,
so was he a Republican or Democrat? Do you know?
He was a Democrat.
Really?
No, he was Republican.
He was? I am so off. Well, I didn't care for Daryl Gates too much. Because I
don't know. I'm just being...
No, I think he's a Democrat. I don't know. I think it was Democrat. Family, somebody, if you're on live, help me out so I don't look so crazy. Someone's shaking their head off to the side saying no. So if he was a Republican or Democrat, the sad part is he's gone home, and we give our condolences to his family. That was a very tense time in the California. Remember how tense it was? It was very tense.
Well, wasn't he the one that said that on the chokehold, that the reason why we can't use this, we use this chokehold on black people, and it affects black people with killing them as police officers, is because African Americans had a different physical makeup.
Yeah.
Our necks were, we
turned black blue.
No, they were killing. They were killing black people, with the chokehold.
They were killing black people with the chokehold, and they were causing a lot of racial division.
Yeah.
When you would
I don't think he addressed that well.
No, he didn't address that well, and that was right before the Rodney King madness. Yeah. And it was that tension, that buildup, that cherry on the pie really was the Rodney King. You know what's interesting is that you go into the African American communities, we had a large Asian descent at that time, you remember? And you go into their stores, you walk through it, they would follow you in the store. Just follow you. Are you going to buy something? You got money? You going to buy something? I'm going to buy it. So did she ask me if I'm going to? Oh, I can see you can talk good. I like you. What's your name? What's your name? What's my name? What's she saying? What's your name? I look at my son. It was sad. We had a lot of racial tension, black, Latino, Asian, and it was going nowhere. And what it was an explosion after the Rodney King, but he didn't handle that too well. So, he'll go down his history as that.
Because the bottom line is that he never connected with the people. Okay. He was from that old school, that old Parker.
But can
what is the one? It's the city hall or the police station, the big police station downtown is called Parker Center.
Okay.
I heard he was like really a huge non-connected person to the communities, all communities. So he kind of came from that camp. Are we better
now than we were then? Because you also had Tom Bradley, which a lot of people call Tom Bradley Uncle Tom.
Oh, he got all of that, I'm sure.
He did.
But who I did like? I did like Chief Bratton.
Okay,
I felt he was able to connect.
To the
people. He really tried to satisfy the people of Los Angeles by saying, look, we have issues. Let us work it out. Let's try to do it together. Yes, we'll try to address all the things that you're concerned about and what's going on in the, in our police department that is systemic, or we're going to work it out. So I just have to say, crime did go down with him. He made an effort, and I think it was an effort from all the communities. He would come to everybody's community, and that's what I liked. But he's also, I believe, from Massachusetts,
right.
Brockton, small town, so he probably still had that. And he was, I think he's going to be police. Oh, he did something in New York. I think he was a police chief in New York. So he has that community, way about him. So I liked him.
I like what you're saying because I agree with you on every point that we need to connect with community people.
Yeah.
And I think that's where candidates have failed. They're not connecting with the community. They're just running from office to office. And you've got that on the Democrat side, you have that on the Republican side. And the people don't like that. And I don't think we should elect officials that don't connect with people. That particular gentleman, you're saying that he talked to the people. You remember family, there's 3 forms of government. You got fed, state, and local government. And if you don't hold your state accountable, it can affect you. And what happened in Virginia, if you had a bunch of African Americans and Asians and Latinos who didn't want to have the Confederacy there, they would rise up against the Confederacy. Well, I guess they didn't rise up.
Well, can't they just vote in another governor when his thing is done and what have you? And
well, if it's already a law.
Don't they have money issues there too in Virginia? That's what he kind of needed to focus on rather than doing a Nazi month. Yeah, I just, that's just my opinion. History by Danny Sassy.
Yeah. But you got to keep in mind, it is about having the difference in the government. If you've got the state, you've got the Fed, you have local government. Local government connects to people. What makes it a little strange is when you have a governor that talks and connects to the people. And that's what I love about Meg Whitman. That's right, Meg Whitman is, of course, running for governor of California, and I love my Meg Whitman. You know why? Because she's a strategist, and she implements her strategy and prepares a plan of action for you. What is wrong with most governors that you're talking about? Like we talked about that earlier governor. He basically does what he wants. She is giving you the opportunity right now, before the election, even before the primaries, for you to dissect, break her down, and hold her accountable for what she believes. It is her plan of action of building a new California, the beautiful golden state of California. I love this kind of governor. I think this is a better governor for America. Wouldn't you agree with me, family?
I like what she's saying. I mean, she seems reasonable. I told you that before, but as long as, let's put it this way, the jury's still out. I haven't been able to read that yet. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I like the fact that she has... No, I haven't.
Okay, you can pick them up in the library. She's also mailing them.
That's fine. I'll get mine.
If you go to Meg Whitman,
she might not mail in my neighborhood.
Well, she would if you send her an email. Just go to
Meg Whitman. I can go on her online and look anyway.
That's true, but you can also get it the hard copy like me. So when you're sitting on the anyway, just make sure you get a hard copy.
Oh my goodness!
And you can read it anywhere where you need to relax and let go, because it's like a journal. It's like therapy. It's therapeutic to know that there's a new governor coming in to help this crisis of financing going on in America. HipHopRepublican.tv has also some videos with Meg Whitman. Make sure you watch it. I got to be in 2 with them, or 3. I lost count. That's a good part. One thing I love about Meg Whitman too is that Meg understands the principles of implementing as a leader. And a lot of leaders don't have that. They're just candidates running for office. We don't need candidates running for office. We need candidates that understand the importance of that job. There's a guy named Tom Campbell, and there's people who he's a Republican in California.
What is he running for?
Well, at one time he was running up against Meg. He was running for governor.
And he dropped out?
He dropped out, now he's running for the Senate.
Okay.
Well, that's not okay.
Why?
Because they're not the same job. So if you're going to specialize...
Well, obviously he's a career politician. That's what he wants to do.
That's exactly what I don't want. That's exactly what we don't want. We don't want career politicians. We need a politician that understands the point of what he's running and what his job is about.
They're always going to be around, honey. That's just how it is.
I get it, but we don't have to vote for them.
Okay. Well, then.
We don't have to vote for people in the primaries on either side of the party. Make sure that person understands, what does a governor do? What does a senator do? What does a councilman do? What does a assemblyman do? What does he do? If they run the job or running for a job, ask them just those basic questions. What's the difference between a U.S. senator and a state senator? And how can we hold them accountable? Which one that you know in your community that you can talk to, that are going to listen and hear and value what you have to say? Because even if you don't agree with me, it is okay. You have the right to say something to these people that represent your state, your city, your country, America. And by having a governor, I'm very fortunate, because I believe this is the way we need to go. We need to have an accountability and something to say, hey, this is what we need to know. She's online. Go to megwhitman.com and you can see her website. You can also Twitter her, Facebook her, and email her. That is so important. Okay, I want to talk about the churches. Have you guys know that some churches have ATM machines?
Liar, you are lying.
You gotta go to HipHopRepublican.tv.
You're lying.
I am not lying.
Where?
I'm not telling you. You gotta go to the site now. Because we have a technical difficulty, so I can't show you everything. This is the wave of the future. The churches are becoming more and more big business.
Oh, to order food and stuff like that?
No, well, if you have only, you want to give 100 and you need it broken, you can always go and get some more.